Before the Bonneville Salt Flats area was just this large concentrated collection of salt and sand, it actually used to be the Bonneville Lake, which actually filled the whole Great Basin. In fact, Salt Lake of famous Salt Lake City is the remnants of that giant lake. Today, there's so much concentrated salt in the area that in most spots, no vegetation can grow. That's why you get these beautiful stretches of just what looks like white beaches. To put the size into perspective of the Bonneville Salt Flats, because after all, we quilters, we know a little bit about sizing, right? 15,000 years ago, during the last ice age, the Bonneville Salt Flats area, or Lake Bonneville, was the size of Lake Michigan. And for all you science geeks out there, the Bonneville Salt Flats is not just salt. It contains, now let me read this so I know exactly. The surface contains potassium, magnesium, lithium, and of course, sodium chloride, or common table salt. The Bonneville Salt Flats area was actually first surveyed in 1845 by Captain John C. Fremont and his party with scouts Kit Carson and Joe Walker. After Captain Fremont's excavations, he suggested that it was not a quicker path to get to California rather than going up and over the Donner Pass and the Sierra Mountains. It was actually much more dangerous because it was so dry and the desert was so large, and with the salt concentration, there was not enough fresh water to make the journey. However, a few years later, a quick hustler convinced the Donner Party that it would be quite okay to make the journey. The infamous Donner Reed Party attempted the crossing in hopes of a shortcut to California. They didn't bring enough water and lost many oxen along the way. 4 wagons were abandoned and time lost, which resulted in their late arrival and tragic end in the Sierra Nevada mountains. Finally, in 1910, Southern Pacific Railroad finally made the connection across the Bonneville Salt Flats, which connected Salt Lake City and San Francisco. No more need for those wagon trains. The Bonneville Salt Flats may look wide open spaces and a great place to go off-roading, but don't be fooled, because only on the surface is a very thin layer that will actually crack if too much weight is put on it. So if you drive your car out, you're going to sink into the salt water below. And I'm telling you, that salt is going to suck up all the air from your tires and deflate them. Then you're going to have to call State Patrol. Then you're going to have to get somebody to tow you out. It's just a big mess. So if you're traveling through, make sure to stay on the highway.